This back corner of the living room has been neglected a little too long, so it is time to declutter and clean it up. I know on Fridays I normally post basement declutter videos, but we need so many supplies and there's so much work that needs to be done before we can transfer this into a playroom. So I didn't want to not have a video on Friday, so I decided to come back in the living room, which we have for the most part kept clean. And this is also what hubby asks. Out of all the rooms, he really wants the living room to be kept up each and every day. And together as a family, we've done that. But now I have to focus on this back corner because we just kind of have things thrown all over the place. And especially with the holidays coming up, I really want this space to look a lot better and cleaner. So this is the area that we're going to be focusing on decluttering and cleaning up. So to get started and prevent myself from being overwhelmed, I start with the easiest things to get the momentum going. Like Piggy's blanket, I just have to put that away. Same with the pillows and also this bag over here. These are easy things to get started. So now let's continue working back. And you can really see where my ADHD comes into play because I never quite finish tasks and so many random things get left behind. Like this bag. It looks like this is the beginning of my paper bags in the basement. I'll get paper, random pieces of paper, and put them in a bag. That way they're all contained. But I never complete the task. And when the bag gets too full of paper and I get overwhelmed, I throw it into the basement. And here's a notebook that I was writing in. And when I was done, I didn't put it away. And also our pictures from Hershey Park. I kind of set them over here because this is kind of where the pictures are, but it's just not organized yet. And again, lots of random catalogs that though I enjoy looking through them, I'm not completing the tasks. I'm just kind of letting them hang out there because my ADHD mind is going to the next task and not completing the one before. Here is another example of the ADHD mind, which is all of these organizers. Now, I bought these from Dollar Tree, and when I was doing the KonMari method on the boys' bedroom, I never counted how many I needed. Instead, I just went right to Dollar Tree and just bought a whole bunch of them because I figured it's only $1 and I'd rather have more than not enough. But I really, truly needed to just sit down, take the time, count how many I really needed, and then just bought that amount. So what I'm going to do with all of these extras are I'm going to put them on my Townsgiving page because I'm sure somebody can use them. And I just wanted to share these examples of ADHD because I just want everyone to understand the thought process behind the hoarding and the disorganization and how things are just kind of messy, right? And how does somebody get to that point? But luckily, once we identify the issues, we can start to correct them, which is what we're doing. We're cleaning up. We're finishing the task. We're going to put all these things that we're finding away. And if I could sidetrack you a moment, this is a screenshot of the video cleaning up the rest of the table that's not loading. So I just wanted everybody to know that so I didn't jump from a full table to me cleaning it off and being like, hey, what happened to you putting the rest of this stuff away? It just wouldn't load. And that's just life, right? You just have to adjust and change where you see fit. So let's move on to this Mod Podge stuff and a bunch of unmade decisions. Let's start with the book, right? This is a great book. I'm going to reread it, right? Because I'm trying to change lifelong habits. And also this, I'm going to get all of the empty photo albums together because I really do want to start filling them up with pictures. And this box right here, this actually contains my garden flags that I put out in the front yard. Does it belong here? No, it actually belongs in the laundry room. But I'm sure I was in a rush and my mind was going crazy and I just grabbed the flags I needed, put this one back, and ran to the next task. And these pieces of paper that fell to the side, all of this paper is going to be tossy-tossy. And something that was very important that I learned and I want to share with everyone is that messes come back and it is okay. For some reason, I thought once I finally cleaned out a space, that was it. We're good. It's done. It's clean forever. But no, we're people who live here. And messes are going to come back. And when they do, it's okay. We just want to learn how to maintain it better so that we're not spending hours cleaning it up, right? And we're all adjusting and we're all learning. So don't get frustrated when a mess comes back. Just take that time to clean it up. Now all the books and papers that I'm showing you, I'm going to be letting them go. A lot of them are actually doubles. And I am sentimentally attached to some of my books, but what has helped me immensely in preventing and bringing new books in is listening to my Audible and also my library app, which has books and audiobooks that I can read and listen to on my phone. Next, let's move on to this bookshelf. Now, this is the area where I have been funneling all my pictures, all my photo albums that I found in other rooms. I was kind of containing it in this area. So for today's video, I think I just really want to rearrange it where I'm keeping the loose pictures together and then keeping the photo albums together in the shelf above. Because what I am trying to create is a sentimental foundation. So let me go a little more in depth about that. I'm going to be creating this sentimental foundation where the pictures are going to be organized by year. And by me having that, I know that that will help me immensely in letting go of more things. Because I've noticed in the past that I would hoard so many more things because the stuff that was most precious to my heart was lost somewhere in the abyss of crap. So when I would find something that maybe I wasn't that attached to, I still held on to it because it reminded me of the things that I was really attached to in that time period. And since I don't know where those things are, this'll do. I'll hold on to it. I had really noticed this when I started organizing and containing all of my childhood memory toys. Because once I saw my most favorite things stored, I knew where they were at. I knew they were safe. Some of the other lesser things from my childhood, I didn't really care to keep anymore. So I was freely able to let it go. And that's what I'm hoping is going to happen with my pictures. Once they're all organized and I know exactly where everything is, I'll be able to let go of so much more stuff. And you have to laugh when you find a very old goldfish pretzel in there. Who knows how long it's been sitting there, but you gotta laugh when you're cleaning and you find things like this. And also dead plants. This shelf is like the graveyard of goldfish and plants because we have got to get rid of this. And honestly, for this episode, I just want this shelf to be empty for now. I haven't decided how I want to design it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put back the bins that have my small albums and my individual pictures in it. Next, let's move to the shelf above that, which has all of my books. Now, over the years, I've really downsized a lot of books, but I can see some that I want to let go of now, like this one. It feels good, and I feel ready in my heart to let it go. It's actually 15 years old. Same with this one. This one's about the same time, like from college. And I kind of feel like it did serve its purpose back then. Like these were books that I needed to read at that time. But now I don't feel like I need to read them. And if I needed to read something on that subject, I could very easily go onto my audiobook or my library app. So I'm feeling really good within my heart to be able to let go of these books. That way, all the other books from earlier, we can put back in here. That way, they're all contained because I do still have a sentimental attachment to these ones because a lot of them are my favorites and I do want to reread them, or they're devotionals that I want to read every day. So this is what we're going to be doing for this shelf. And this top shelf, honestly, I'm happy with it. It looks great, except for the cracks that we're going to have to fix in the ceiling. Other than that, I think it looks good. And now I get to show you my favorite part, which is my tossy pile, because it just reinforces that positive thought process of, I can do this. I can heal in my hoarding. I'm someone who can let go of a lot of stuff in one sitting. And that's why I show it to everybody, just to give hope when others who have hoarding disorder, to let you know you can build to this too. It is possible. Now, a lot of this stuff, because it's a lot of paper, it's going to get recycled. And the rest of the stuff I will be posting on my Facebook Townsgiving page, because when you post on there, people come to your house right away that day to come pick up the new treasures. And now I get to show you the cleaned out space. And it truly does look 1,000 times better than what it used to look like. And again, that shows how far in recovery we've come in our hoarding disorder, because the stuff used to make me feel safe and secure. But now looking at this, I can recognize it as being more peaceful and tranquil. And yes, I do have this little cord sticking out here because it's connected to our fireplace because it got cold very quickly here. But you know what? I don't mind the cord. It's fine. Look at that open space. It looks 1,000 times better. The shelves will be improving that even more over time. And I like how this came out. And I'm really going to be happy because we'll be putting our Christmas decorations up very soon. And now I can put a couple of pretty Christmas pieces over in this corner and it'll look really, really nice. So I just want to thank everyone who took the time to be with me today to clean together, because together we're healing and cleaning our spaces.